Well, I thought our guys came out and played very well right from the start, and I thought we sustained it for the full 48 minutes defensively. I thought we did a terrific job from start to finish. Obviously, we let Stauskas get loose there in the first half for some threes, but outside of that, I thought we defended very, very well. And then they're a team that does a really great job of offensive rebounding. I thought we rebounded the ball extremely well tonight. So I thought our unselfishness, thought the way Russell managed the game, controlled the game, the things that he did, and our ball movement, there was still a lot of really positive things coming out of our last game. And it was good to see our guys respond because I think Philadelphia, over the last several weeks, have been playing very, very good basketball. And so it was great to see our guys play the way they did.
This morning, Andre said there's going to be no leaking out tonight. It sounded like rebounding and presence in the paint was a really huge focal point for you all. Why was that the case?
Well, they're a terrific rebounding team. They do a great job. They get you in scrambling rotations, and then what happens is because of the number of three-point shots they take, there's a lot of long rebounds, and they do a great job of coming down with them. So that was certainly going to be a key component in the game, and I thought our guys got in there and they rebounded the ball. I thought we had some physical blockouts where we were able to neutralize, and then that got us out on the break as well. So, and that was probably an area, being quite honest, we addressed yesterday because of coming out of the Golden State game. I thought we got hurt on the offensive glass, and this was another team that they do it differently than Golden State, but they're a good, very, very good offensive rebounding team.
Yeah, Barry Trammell with the Oklahoman. Ennis got you 19 first half points, 9 points in less than 2 minutes, and then 10 points in less than 2 minutes. What does it do for your team when you got a guy out like that on the bench that can come in and just score in bunches?
Well, I think you're starting to see teams are starting to defend him a little bit differently. And the thing that I've been encouraged about is Ennis's ability to throw the ball out and generate shots for other people. He's getting a lot of other guys' shots. So, I just said there's different kind of engines of how you got to run offense, and certainly most of those engines start by attacking the paint. Russell does it from the perimeter. And then I think Ennis or Steven or whoever it may be in our front court if we throw the ball inside. And Ennis certainly established himself, really early in the game. And they adjusted in the second half to double him. And he got the ball out, and we got some shots. Some went in, some didn't. But it's been really great to see the way he is totally developed. Not only he's always been a great scorer, but just developing other aspects. I was really encouraged and pleased with his defense tonight. I thought he gave great effort defensively.
Billy, Russell, basically all of March, has been taking way more threes than he has before the month started. I think he's averaging 9 or 10 a game coming in. And then tonight, it was 0. And I was wondering if you had, any theories as to why his three-point shots went up earlier in the month, and then why tonight he just comes out. And he had open opportunities where maybe other scenarios he puts them up, and tonight they don't really go up.
Yeah, it's just being around him and his studying of the game, his awareness of what's going on in the game, his awareness of what the game is dictating and calling for him to do, he does it. And, that's the one thing that I so enjoy about our team. Tonight we had good ball movement. We were getting good shots. I thought we got off to a really poor start offensively, but I thought we played great offensively. We had a couple turnovers. We bobbled the ball, but Russell was getting the ball exactly where it needed to go. And it was a game where he didn't need to take threes. There's going to be some nights where maybe some different guys are struggling and he's going to step up and be more offensive-minded. But he's always trying to figure out what does the game call for, and then he tries to go in there and he tries to do the very, very best job he can, leading, incorporating everybody else, finding his teammates, and getting the team in and out of play calls. And tonight was a game where he didn't need to take a three. Just he didn't take any. And again, we scored 122 points in the game. So and he didn't even play in the fourth quarter. But my answer to it is why is I think he's surveying what's going on and what our team needs.
Anybody else?
Okay. Wow.
I got to ask you about Nick Collison. He came in there late. It's not typical that you play him in garbage time. Why'd you go to him tonight? And just, I guess, talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I think Nick embodies everything you want a teammate to be about, a team member to be about, and a professional. Obviously he's been out of the rotation now for a few weeks, and I wanted to get him in there early. They were playing small and put him at the 5 spot, but like the one thing I love about Nick is his voice inside of our team is very powerful. He's really smart, and even at his age, he comes in and prepares every single game like he's playing 48 minutes a night. And I have such admiration for that because he's such a great example for a lot of our younger guys. So yeah, we were up, but he deserved to be in there, and I wanted to get him in there, and he deserves to play. Obviously, we got a lot of depth in our front court, but I thought it was an opportunity to put him in there, and I never ever worry about him ever being ready to play because he prepares every day like he's, like I said, playing 48 minutes.
Billy, it's funny, we talked so much about rest today, and you've got some days off now, but you get to rest Russell in the fourth. Is there much value in that when you got days off coming up, and is there value just to get some different looks, look at some different guys?
No, I thought it was good to get different looks, different guys. I mean, listen, Russell, for the time that he's out there, lays it on the line, and, he played about 28 minutes. So that's, obviously much lower than his normal minutes. It's good, for that opportunity for him to be able to get that. Same thing with Steven, same thing with some of the other guys, Andre. That's always positive. And then having 3 days where we can practice some, and we got some of the other guys, like Norris, more minutes. Nick was in there today. We had a chance to play Doug and Alex together some. We played Jeremy at the power forward spot. So I think there was a lot of things that we were able to see today.
It's similar to what Brett is saying. We talk a lot about Russell's minutes and how much he plays, and he's playing every game. But do you look at it from a standpoint of when he plays these games as efficiently as he does, like tonight, it does buy him that rest that while it's not an entire game of rest or sitting him on the second night of a back-to-back, games that are this efficient where he does so much and gets y'all out to these big leads, he's almost buying himself rest in those instances?
I mean, you could look at it that way, but we had a situation against Sacramento, where we were up, got up by 23 or whatever it was, and they cut the lead back down, and we were kind of going back and forth, and we had an opportunity to open up that lead. To me, the lesson in the game coming out of Sacramento was, could we, being up 13 at the half, continue to play a high-level brand of basketball for the full 48 minutes, and that enabled him, obviously, in the fourth quarter to rest. But again, sometimes I think people always look at like this game, and they think, well, wow, he didn't play the fourth quarter, so this guy's going to be so well rested. But you have to look at the data of the last month, the last 2 weeks, the last 10 days, the last week to see actually like him playing 8 or 9 minutes less tonight than he normally plays doesn't, make up for necessarily 10 straight days of whatever he's done. So there's a cumulative effect that I think sometimes, we lose sight of. In terms of his or any player's, rest. No question, tonight helps. That helps. I'm not diminishing that point. But I think you also got to look at the whole body of work over a period of time for that.